we will take a look at the tail of the tape. And you see there Mike Tyson, a few years younger.
Ranked number 3 by the WBC, number 4 contender in the WBA. Please welcome the challenger, James Buster Douglas. Introducing the undefeated, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the one and only Iron Mike Tyson.
Remember the dressing room instructions. Shake hands and good luck, Bob.
To give you an idea. The stage is set. We're set to go. Bob Sheridan here. You see Mike Tyson in the black trunks, traditional, and Buster Douglas. For Buster, it's which, and you believe things that you're hoping for. But honestly speaking, Buster looks pretty good in the early going here. That didn't seem to bother him. This is the biggest night of his life. Midway through, people that didn't expect Buster, quite honestly, to get through the first round, and that's why Don King has brought this show on the road. Look at Buster landing some shots here. Judge, we're actually talking about Octavio Moran. Oh, an uppercut got through that time by Buster. Look at this, Buster landing some shots here. Susceptible by getting really creamed by that left hook of Mike Tyson. Oh, there's the left hook that got through. That's the first real telling blow by Mike Tyson. He sustained this. Of course, Mike hasn't tagged him yet with a big blow. Look at them as they exchange here in round 1. Mike wants to drag this into some later rounds, but there was a real good right hand that landed off the hand, as I've seen him in so many other fights. But all that can change with one big shot. And don't ever forget that. Wow. That's the great thing about the heavyweights. That this is his night and all of that sort of stuff, but of course one big shot from Mike Tyson can end all that speculation. And Mike looks like he's really trying to land a big shot here. How dangerous can he be? I don't know. But I'll tell you one thing, there's the first, second uppercut we see by Mike Tyson inside. And the right hand behind it. Let's see if we can get back to that. Oh, instead Mike lands a pretty good right hand of his own inside. I expected Mike. Look at this! Look at Buster coming back! Did he buckle the legs of Mike? I don't know, he got him again! Buster fights back strongly! Really worked the left eye of Mike Tyson. See it? Right there, right on top of it, just as I say it. Wow, with the right hand that time is Buster. Mike standing straight in front of him. Look at this! Buster landing some shots! This is surprising here. Let's see how it goes here in round 3. Mike looks like he's got the adrenaline flow going a bit better here. A place that many of us thought we might not see. Hey, there's a grazing right hand gets through. The left hand again by Douglas. With Robin Givens and, of course, the death of Customato. Good left hook to the body that time. And three, don't forget. And Buster has that history of kind of wearing down as fights progress. And now let's see if Buster can hang on and keep him off. Instead, it's Buster coming back. Just probably scored the first round even and the second round in favor of Buster Douglas. See Mike much more aggressive, but again, Buster's not being backed off by Mike Tyson. There's the ability of Buster Douglas. Even into 1986 when he was fighting a lot, very few fights get to the second round. Almost all. The way the fight's going to this point, you at least have to begin thinking the possibility of an upset. Getting the jab through, stopping Mike. Mike comes through, leans to the right, and then throws that left hook. So no matter what happens, we give a lot of credit to Buster Douglas for making this a big, big fight. Oh, big right hand landed that time. Buster's, if 2, 3, or 4 is a question mark, he's winning the 5th. And now he can't get Tillis. Look at this! Who would ever have expected this? Hit around and not Buster would back it in. He comes back. If he can hold Mike off, Mike will dispose of him early. That right hand got through. The first round probably would be scored more even by the judges. Buster can sustain through the 10th round. Oh, right hand landed as the referee was breaking them. Mike misses the uppercut. They tell me again, interesting information that Buster Douglas has landed over 50 punches and Tyson's landed only 16. You know, on my scorecard, I actually have Douglas winning 2, 3, and 4.
No.
All the world telecasts we've done that have involved Buster Douglas, this is the best I've ever seen him look. For the first time that I've seen him in his career. Oh, nice jab by Tyson that time. Coming up to the closing seconds of the fifth, and this is certainly Buster Douglas' round. All right, and Buster not taking any of the shenanigans from Mike. And that tells you something in itself. Back into the corner of Mike Tyson, and we'll listen this time. And here we go with the 8th round. And let's see if Mike can sustain what he started in the 7th, or if Buster is going to get right back on top of his game. Buster, one of the real nice guys in the boxing game, having the best night of his life. Mike. I haven't seen Mike in this kind of trouble before. Look at Mike actually grasping to hang on. Mike missing the shots. Buster loading up the shots now.
No, James.
Look at this. Buster not intimidated. He wants to keep it going. Mike actually, his legs, notice his legs in these wide shots. He doesn't have good bounce in his knees, with the exception of Tony Tucker, who Mike won the IBF title from. Everybody else has been really intimidated by Mike, and Buster is not showing that this is the first one. Wow! With the right hand is Buster Douglas, and Mike comes right back and answers it with a wild left hand of his own. Mike just not moving laterally at all. He's standing and making himself a nice target for Buster Douglas. Going to explode. You've seen it so many times before. And I still have to say to this point, Buster hanging in there pretty good. Now he ties him up, and referee is very surprising. Of course, Mike at any time lands that big shot. And that's the exciting thing about doing something successful. When he gets Mike inside, he grabs on and holds. You see right there? Yomiuri Giants play baseball most of the time, and the Japanese crowd of some 35,000 on hand here. And the big question is going to be, can he back Mike off? Can he keep that left going? Well, gee, there's a right hand that gets through. Mike lunging with the left hand, not able to execute a lot of things. His hands aren't real busy. He's throwing a lot of wide punches, and every time, just like that time, you see that, the big shot. We're in Tokyo, Japan. I'm Bob Sheridan. You're watching the heavyweight championship of the world. Mike Tyson throwing a little bit more leather here now. Look at these shots landed by Buster Douglas. And if Buster was out of gas in the early going of this round, he's got it back together in the late portion here. Raising left hand. Buster down, as you know, in the last round. A pretty good fight. And the fact of the matter is, it's Buster that's making it the fight. Well, as Larry Rezzadio says, hey, watch that head, Mike, when you come in. Said Larry Rezzadio. He's the round of the fight to this point. Nice shot inside. And now you get the idea that at some stage here, Mike can land a big shot. Tyson, that's one of the few uppercuts he's landed in the fight. We've been looking for that all night. Oh, there's a nice uppercut that time that drops Buster Douglas. And 4, his eyes from where I'm sitting look fairly clear. It's up to 7 and 8. And here it is at 9. Is he going to get up? Yes, he does. All right. And the bell ends. And that, to me, is Tyson's first round of the fight.
Made a mistake.
Buster Douglas absolutely having the night of his life to this point. Oh, Mike tries to land a big right hand. Mike, you saw, land that big left hook, and then he goes headhunting with the right hand. And that's what Aaron Snowell told him in between. At one stage, I questioned whether that could be the fight plan to drag it into the later rounds. But Buster not showing any signs of wearing down. And this is the 9th round that he did in 7 and 8 in his history. When he's got fatigue, has been to buckle, but he's not buckling now. Great champions from the guys who are around for a while is how they face adversity. Drops that big right hand, but Mike takes it on the gloves, and he backs off Mike again with the left. Wild with the right hand is Buster. And chopping right, misses. Uppercut landed by Mike Tyson. Styles make fights, and you see, oh, there's Mike missing that big left and just grazed the chin of Buster Douglas. Buster has something special going tonight. Doesn't have the good balance. His legs together as Buster's landing these. Oh, nice uppercut by Buster Douglas. Look at this. He's knocked Mike Tyson down for the first time in his career. Mike Tyson hits the canvas. He's in big trouble. He may never recover. It's up to 7 and 8. He's not going to make it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. is the new heavyweight champion of the world. This has got to be, if not the, one of the biggest upsets in the history of boxing. Buster Douglas, the new, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Wow, what a surprise.
23 seconds in round number 10. The winner by way of knockout and new heavyweight champion of the world, James Buster Douglas.